Today we're going to be breaking down UFC Seattle and I'm going to give my predictions. So starting with the main event, Henry Cejudo vs Song Yadong. I have done a more detailed version of this on my channel, so after this video you can go check that out. So just give a quick run through in this little section, but I am going Henry Cejudo by decision. I think if Song Yadong wins, he will TKO him or knock him out, but I don't think he will. I think where Song Yadong crashes in so much, Henry's such a smart fighter that I think he'll find a way to manage it. So when Song Yadong crashes in, that's when he shoots for his takedown. That's when he goes for his single leg. That's when he goes for his single leg. Oh, he can't get that work to the back. If he can't get that, he goes to the cage. He walks into the cage while on his back. He's just kneeing him to the thigh, maybe gets him down a couple of times. Song Yadong gets back up, knee, and just kind of makes it a boring fight. I think Henry Cejudo cannot lose. Can't emphasize that enough. Henry Cejudo loses. The only fight he has really is Jose Aldo, or maybe like Sean O'Malley if he's lucky, and if Sean O'Malley loses his next fight. Song Yadong is 28, 10 years younger than Henry Cejudo. Henry Cejudo is 38. If Henry Cejudo doesn't win, he doesn't want them two matchups, kind of has to retire. Song Yadong, if he loses, it's fine. There's 50 more people he can fight below him in the rankings. If Henry Cejudo wins though, I think he can ask for Pantoja if he wins. I don't know if he'll want to. I don't know if he'll want to make his get his body down to 125 again, but he can definitely ask for Pantoja. Pantoja's clean the whole division out, so if he wins, he can do that, and I think that'll be in his mind about not being able to lose. And I am going to go Henry Cejudo by decision. I think he's going to make it a little bit boring, and if you look at that first round versus Merab, he held Merab down for over a minute. Do I think he can hold Song Yadong down? Yes. But if you watch Song Yadong versus Corey Sandhagen, Song Yadong defended every single takedown. And MMA wrestling is Corey Sandhagen as good as Henry Cejudo? Probably not, but I think he's pretty close. So it'll be an interesting fight, and I'm so excited to watch it. Moving on to the next fight, Brendan Allen versus Anthony Hernandez. And this fight, I'll be honest, I didn't know much about Anthony Hernandez until I watched that Michelle Ferreira fight, and that surprised me. He destroyed him, absolutely destroyed him, broke him. And watching all his other fights, he's just got the cardio, amazing wrestling, and his striking's not bad either. I know it's more like striking to set up wrestling. He is open to body shots a little bit, but Brendan Allen, he is very good. He's got really high level jiu-jitsu. Do I think he'll be able to take Anthony Hernandez down? I think he may get 1 or 2 takedowns on him. I don't think he'll be dominating the wrestling exchanges. I think Anthony Hernandez will be dominating it. I think he'll be getting him down constantly. Maybe Brendan Allen will get back up and then he'll get him down again. I think you'll see a lot of wall wrestling in this fight. You obviously won't see much in the centre of the cage. I think it will predominantly be wall wrestling. But I think Anthony Hernandez's elbows on the floor, he's got nasty ground and pound, and he constantly hunts. He doesn't wait, hunts for the ground and pound, hunts for the finish. And I think he's going to get the job done by decision again. I think Brendan Allen's striking is probably better, but I don't think there'll be much striking in this. I think Anthony Hernandez will constantly shoot, constantly get him to the wall, constantly get him in that clinch. And I do think Anthony Hernandez will win by decision. Moving on to Gene Silva versus Bagdasarian. I think Bagdasarian, pretty good fighter, but he just doesn't fight much. And his striking's really good as well. But Gene Silva, he's the hipster's favourite. Everyone loves him. And he's obviously from the fighting there. It's a great team. And I do think he's going to win. Same again, by decision. I hope all these stuff don't happen. But I do hope there's some finishes, but I can see all these fights going to decision because of how close they actually are. So when we actually look at this fight, Gene Silva's striking, unbelievable, amazing. But it's more his counter striking that's amazing. His defense and his blocks and his slips, and so good, so good, so high level. Don't think he's just going to go out there, KO Bagdasarian. I think Bagdasarian is too good for that. I think it'll be close. I think it'll be like a 29-28, maybe a pretty close fight. Gene Silva, I want to see him in a big scrap. I want to see him in a close fight where everyone's like, and I want to see his technique raised to the highest because his technique's so good. He's fighting a featherweight this time. I know he mixes between lightweight and featherweight, and this time he's fighting a featherweight, and I do think he's going to win. I think his striking will be too good, and I think he'll outclass Baghdasaryan too. I think it'll be a lot of like, I hit you, but you can't hit me type thing. So I am going Gene Silver by decision. Now moving on to Rob Font vs Gene Matsumoto, and another pair of Genes. But I have done a breakdown on Gene Matsumoto because I think he can shoot to the top of the rankings. I think he's so good. I think his striking's so high level. So watch that as well after this video. I've done a little, I obviously do pick a fight each week. I usually pick a favourite down the card so that I'm not talking about something that I'm talking about in the main card prelims, but I couldn't help myself on the Cejudo Song Yadong fight. I can't wait for that. And then pick a fighter who a lot of people probably don't know, and Gene Matsumoto is the perfect example. His biggest test, he's fighting Rob Font now, and it's going to be a hard fight for him. Don't get me wrong, it's going to be a hard fight. I do think he's going to win. I do think he's going to win by decision, but Rob Font, his boxing, he does actually use his wrestling quite a lot. I know people think he's just like only a boxer. He does use his wrestling quite often, but his boxing's where it at. If you look at Kyler Phillips' fight, Kyler Phillips was beating him in the wrestling, but then in the boxing he was destroying him, broke him mentally. Them uppercuts that will land him nasty. So Gene Silver needs to watch that because he keeps quite a high guard. Gene Matsumoto needs to watch that. Keeps quite a high guard, so you can obviously get upcuts through the middle, but it's the body shots that I'm worried about for him. Can Rob Font smash the body? That's the thing that I think it's going to be. I think it's either going to be Matsumoto's kicks or Rob Font's body work. I think that's what's going to win the fight. I think Matsumoto's going to win by decision, and I think it's going to be quite dominant too. I think it's going to be like his Dana White Contender Series fight where he's just smashing 20 leg kicks around, and I think he's going to get the job done. I think he's going to stop Font's footwork and movement with his leg kicks. He likes to switch stance a lot, and he's super high level. Don't be wrong, Rob Font, he's fought the who's who at bantamweight. He's kind of like the gatekeeper at bantamweight. And if he gets past Rob Font, amazing. If not, it's still fine because he is only 26 and he's 16-0. Like, come on, that is great. It's a hard test, but I am going Gene Matsumoto by decision. Now, on to the last fight, Alonzo Menafield versus Julius Walker. This fight, Julius Walker will be making his debut. He's 6-0. He's got all first round knockouts, and fair play to him for taking Alonzo Menafield on your debut. Pretty impressive. A hard fight. I think it's closer than you'd imagine. Like, a person who's making his debut against rank number 14 in the light heavyweight division, you'd think, oh, they're just going to get smashed. They're going to get knocked out in the first round. Could happen. Could definitely happen. Alonzo Menafield has nasty power. Do I think it's going to happen? I do. I do think he's going to get knocked out. I think it'd be round 1 or 2. And if it's round 2, I think it'd be the very start of round 2. I think it's going to be one of them fights where they come out and they just start swinging and someone gets knocked out in the first minute. Hope it is, because I've predicted decisions and all the other stuff, so if everything comes in, then at least that'll be quite entertaining. Even though I'm picking decisions, though, I think the fights will be amazing. I think it'll be such a good card. I think the fights will be so high level. And why do you think the fights are? Because they're a low weight division. You know what I say? Bottom of the weight division, technique's always at its best. So, yeah, this fight, Julius Walker, definitely able to knock out Alonzo Menafield. He's got 6 first round finishes, all by TKO or knockout. Like, come on, he definitely got the power. But I think Alonzo Menafield's going to be too experienced. It's going to be too much for the fight. And I am going to go Alonzo Menafield by decision. Little add-on too. Also, Better Bedev is fighting Bivol. Let me know in the comments who you think is going to win. I am going Better Bedev by decision. I think I'm a decision merchant today, but I think that'll be a really good fight. I am also going the boss by knockout, so there's another one. But I hope you enjoy. Let me know who you think's going to win this fight, especially that main event. Do you think Henry Cejudo's going to win? And do you think my predictions are right? Let me know in the comments, and I will see you later.